Throw. So our next advertised story, ladies and gentlemen, is oh God, what's the name of this?
Tech sabbatical.
Tech Sabbatical. Thank you, Eric Emac. And this is by Gary E. Moore, who no, I don't believe it. Not just yet. Not just yet. I hear y'all. Everybody wants our surprise. Our surprise will be coming. She'll be coming. She's waiting. So Tech Sabbatical is by Gary E. Moore. I tried to find information about Gary. He didn't really submit like a bio or anything like that. And there's tons of Gary E. Moores out there. So, but I know that he is listening. So Gary. This one is for you as we present to you Tech Sabbatical.
The earth had been broken, run into the ground by heartless profiteers and corrupt politicians. Death, devastation, and destruction had emphatically ended the selfish arguments denying the effects of their ravenous behavior, leading to much of the remainder of the population being sent off planet. This was very nearly the last gasp of a dying race. Their fate, spurred on by a continued greed and thirst for power, was sealed, marking the end of the last great era of the merchant kings. For much of the world's written history leading up to this, divisions and racial animosities had been used to keep the masses blinded to the true mission of those chosen few who in truth ruled the world. These were the same few who would go on to usher in the great breaking of the earth. Their persistent and continued plundering and poisoning of the planet's natural resources sped on the devastating effects of man-made climate change. The Musk Foundation, cognizant that the world's ecosystem had reached a tipping point, had long prepared for just such a contingency and didn't have much difficulty in the end when they set out to convince many of the world's other leading trillionaire activists to open up their low Earth orbit oasis in order to spare the best and brightest. It wasn't until details of the plan leaked that the people finally realized how bad things were. Because if the 1%ers were suddenly willing to offer up something other than a new revenue stream, then ish had really hit the fan. Ironically, it turned out to be more melanated of them, the more melanated of them, those most traditionally disenfranchised, who were best suited for living in and adapting to low Earth orbit. As predicted, Africa was yet again ascendant, only this time in space. The oligarchs and their way of life was to be eventually overturned through attrition. Soon enough, the Earth healed and men began to migrate back to its surface, back to Africa, given access to the hidden technologies of the merchant kings. The Earth was sparse, and the siring of multiple generations were encouraged amongst the long-lived new Africans in hopes of one day repopulating the planet. The world, Africa in particular, was a beautifully pristine garden. The few people who had been forced to remain behind on the surface those many, many years ago were now fierce environmentalists, and yet welcomed their lost tribes, who themselves were excited for the opportunity to revisit their past. Soon enough, a whole new industry evolved around entire towns preserved in the ways of the world breakers. Eugene had just received his final approvals to visit the surface, possibly even to move there. Taking the opportunity to connect with his latest set of children, he splurges on a hard-earned season's worth of vacation vouchers, something guaranteed to every citizen as part of the ULW, the Universal Living Wage. that was paid through the various trillionaires' trusts and foundations. He was just old enough to remember how things were during the first 100 or so years aboard the Oasis. How the people still clung to the destructive traditions of the old ways, the earthbound ways. He thinks comfortably to himself.
The good old days.
Setting into the traditional 4-bedroom house in what was once pre-ascended Nigeria. Eugene had gone all out on throwback tour, looking to give his kids the full experience. After putting away their things, they all gather in the kitchen. Everyone is tired, hungry, and cranky from the journey. Eugene is pleased with the results of his arrangements. Everything was just as he remembered, and he presented them a grand dinner in the style of the late 21st century.
Dad, seriously, what is this?
It's dinner. Now eat, Zaire. Stop complaining, all of you.
Clearing his throat politely, Armaine, the youngest of Eugene's current brood of children, and the most insightful, points out what should be obviously apparent to their suddenly confusing father.
Dad, you do realize that this device uses a potentially harmful wave of radiation to corrupt the atomic structure of the very foodstuffs you intend for us to eat, now don't you? What? This microwave? Son, these were utilized for more than 2 centuries. They were everywhere. Everyone's home was equipped with these. Most even more powerful than this one.
That's not comforting, Dad.
Marcel says with sullen indignity.
The 20th and 21st centuries were filled with idiots.
Marcel, a fledgling crypto-historian, liked to study the mistakes of the past. It gave him perspective on current events.
I mean, really, just look at what they did to the planet.
Well, those idiots eventually led us to where we are today, so something must have worked out, right?
That's a dumb argument, Pops.
Says Marcel.
Well, give me a better one.
Oh, I got this.
Zaire harumphs with certainty.
You've had us popping shots full of Google knows what for weeks now. And for what? You don't think I know? This stuff is full of poisons and carcinogens, isn't it?
She doesn't wait for an answer.
I knew it. You were immunizing us from 21st century pollutants so you could bring us all the way up here in the middle of nowhere just so you could have your darn tech sabbatical. Now I'm completely cut off. My eyeglass isn't even online. I can only see you in 3 dimensions. Mom totally knew what you were doing.
Wow, that's more than you've said all weekend.
Eugene pants.
Fine with me.
Marcel snorts.
Shut up, you dork. You only say that because you got no one linked to your account.
I do too.
Do.
That's enough, you two. Don't you see that's just what I'm trying to show you? There was a time when tech like this microwave was standard before people basically uploaded their consciousness. Now, we are the tech. But it's no different than nuking your food or frying your cortex with cell phone signals. Now come on, the stuff isn't going to hurt you. It's actually supposed to be quite tasty.
Eugene says.
Dad.
Armaine remains pensive.
I'm not going to eat this. I don't think any of us should. Is that meat? Real meat? You bet. Your Uncle Tom was a buddy who still came to genetic line. Stuff's expensive, but I really wanted to give you guys the total experience. Oh, Dad.
Armaine says, shaking his head pityingly.
I think you're having a bit of a mid-millennial crisis. You're coming up on, what, your 4th century? What are we, your 5th brood? It's hard to feel a touch of nostalgia, are we? Shut up, smartass. Now everyone gets to hang out with their kids on milestone birthdays.
Dad.
Zaire says sympathetically. Or perhaps that's exasperation.
What does any of this have to do with getting old?
She asks.
Irradiated meat? That's only going to make you feel...
Irradiated meat? That's only going to make you feel older. And did these vegetables come out of that metal container? It smells metally, or something, doesn't it?
Eugene, finally growing exasperated, growls.
Not. I'm not trying to put this into your diets. Just once isn't going to kill you.
Allegedly.
March out there.
Look,
Eugene
This
says
is the
we're fine
first
now.
time I've eaten. Hell, back when I was your age, this was it. The corporate state had seized the food chain, and everything was delivered in non-biodegradable packages.
Sounds horrible.
Zaire says truthfully.
Well, it wasn't, and it was wonderful. And gene-altering, carcinogenic, environmentally and culturally disruptive, and incidentally, socially unsustainable, hence the complete fracturing of the planet.
Our main ponders.
Enough of it.
So does this mean we don't have to eat it?
Eugene, slowly lowering himself to rest upon the non-reactive countertop, buries his head in his hands. This was going to be a long 2 weeks. Just wait until he shows them the lawn darts, he thinks.
No. That's not what I meant.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde over there.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. So we in the future, on vacation. I just want to do something for my kids, and y'all will not shut up about this dinner. Yo, what the hell?
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
I don't like peas.
Yes.
Never
Real
had
meat?
peas.
You got real meat, Dad? Where'd you get real meat? Are you kidding me? Real meat. You want me to eat real meat, Dad? Stop it. Have a seat.
Oh, we've been there.
Can't wait to get that old. I'm ready for that.
For your fifth brew?
Man, listen. If y'all don't eat this real meat, I'm gonna leave you here.
Right? This is not cheap.
Yeah, this will be a permanent tech sabbatical. You better put a burger in your mouth.
Oh, that was cool. I like that. I like that. Did you like that, Zimmerman?
I feel like I'm a vegetarian, so I'm not really in a position to have like an objective outlook. And I was just like, man, this makes me like, man. And then I'm just thinking about like there was the line about how it was delivered in like non-biodegradable. I'm like, oh man, we're gonna lose so many species in our lifetime. I'm just gonna be over here having a sad time while everybody else is enjoying themselves. It's like, they'll be like, remember polar bears?
Remember polar bears. That was cool. That was cool. I enjoyed that. That was fun.